another episode of Cecely's Corner, and this week I have my lovely and one and only brother. If you guys are familiar to this channel, Titus has been on here a couple times. He's pretty famous. Yeah. So this week we are going to be talking about homeschool. We're wrapping up right now. All we have left is our history exam, and so we're just going to talk about what homeschooling was like for us this year when we were in elementary school. We were homeschooled, but it's kind of different when you are a high schooler and a middle schooler. So and our teacher is our mom, and she's wonderful, like always. So what is the best part about homeschool?
You want to go first? I think the best part of homeschool, it's not that we get to sleep in, but we don't have to get up at the crack of dawn to be there. When people have to be there at school, that's when we start school. We start school at 8, and it's nice.
Yeah.
Having time to get up. I get up at 7. I don't know why, because I don't really need to, but it's just what my body does. But we get up and start the laundry and help out our mom.
Yeah.
Help out, do the laundry, and then do the dishes in the morning, so life's easier on all of us. We don't have to be doing chores all day.
Yeah. I think that the best part about being homeschooled is that we get to stay home pretty much all day unless we have errands or going to volunteer at FTNSC, which we usually do. And that mom gets to be our teacher because she knows where we're strong at and where we're not so strong about, and then depending on how we're doing, that depends how long we'll be in the unit. So we might breeze by one unit, or we take a little extra time, which is alright. So worst part about homeschool?
I would say the social aspect, because I had a bunch of friends in charter and public school, but that's why my mom forces me to do electives, and that's why I have choir, and I've made quite a bit of friends, and I'm still in touch with the friends I have from my old school.
Worst part would probably that I have to be with you all day. Just kidding. You're a treasure. I love you. But probably the worst part is not having snow days or early dismissals. But that's a bad thing because you don't get a break, but that's also a good thing because we're saving up all those days so we can have a longer summer, so we don't have to have a 2-week summer. It's nice, like most people. But yes. So what is your favorite subject?
Math.
Math. You are.
It's just because I'm naturally gifted in numbers.
Yeah, he's super smart. You're really smart. My favorite is probably history or writing. Or we do this piece where when we were studying the medieval times, and we had to write our perspective, we lived in medieval times during the Black Death, which Black Death isn't a great thing, but it's really fun to put yours, I wrote a diary of kind of set dates, today I did, I washed the clothes, and just, things you would do in medieval times. So, yeah. Any other favorite, or is it just math?
That's math. And then, history's fun to learn things about things that you haven't learned about before. Mm-hmm. It's very fun. Mm-hmm. It's just, middle school's fun in general.
Yeah. Yeah, middle school. I love middle school. I loved it. Alright. Least favorite subject. I'm pretty sure we can answer this at the same time.
I thought you were going to say math.
No. Science.
Oh, yeah. Science is the worst. Science is terrible.
It's just too many big words.
The only thing that's interesting is genetics. That's the best part. Everything else is pretty boring. Ecosystems, that's pretty cool too. Ecosystems and ecology is pretty cool. Animal life. We gotta watch all the Disney documentaries.
It's the weird ones, chemistry, and we haven't really studied chemistry. I just don't like science.
I think it's alright.
I don't like science or math. They both are. No. Bad day. Bad. No. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Best thing you read this year? Oh, you read a lot this year.
Mm-hmm.
I have more than one. All the Chronicles of Narnia.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Titus actually today on our YouTube channel we actually talked about the Chronicles of Narnia and just our perspective on it, what the author wrote, how it is very similar to the Bible but more in a fairy tale way, but he weaves the gospel into it, which C.S. Lewis. So if you haven't seen that video, go back and watch it because it's C.S. Lewis. You gotta love him. I love him. Love you, C.S.
My favorite was Ready Player One because I'm just a nerd and love, I would say geek books because it makes a bunch of retro stuff, like retro gaming, which is my thing, pop culture, a bunch of pop culture references, which is what I love, and I get that from my mom, my uncles, basically everyone I know except Cecily and Brian. But other than that, sorry Brian, well some pop culture, not all though. That was misworded, but I don't, it's fine.
You don't want to know. One thing you remember that was new to you.
Mine is both of the World Wars. I knew about them, but I didn't know as much as I know now, which is cool.
That what I would say too is, like I knew it happened, but I didn't really know why it happened, why it was called World War, because the whole world was in a war. Because for me, I thought, that's in the past, but it's really an important thing about history, and there is a lot of movies centered around World War II, which that's all that I thought about when I thought World War II. I thought Narnia, when the kids couldn't stay at their home anymore, Molly the American Girl doll. Just that we got to look more deeply in it, and it was just really cool. And with that, we get to go on field trips. When we study something and there's something around Asheville or anywhere near us, we get to go to take field trips. So we also have a field trip video if you want to go check that one out too. So just because it's the summer doesn't mean we're not learning anything.
Yep.
Or doing anything.
Because my mama is a smart mom, and she says most kids who go into summer forget half of the stuff they learn when they come back. So everything's new. Like that was for me for when I went for an FDNSC. I learned long division last year, and then I saw long division on the math website we use, and I was really confused. Forgot how to do it. But so our summer plans is we're going to do math 20 to 30 minutes every day, which is nice. Reading and writing. I mean, I enjoy writing more than I do reading, but it's always good to read. Keep words in your head. Yeah. Learn new words. Use them in everyday sentences.
Yes.
And other plans is for, I love writing. I love writing. Yes. So me and my neighborhood friends are writing a movie, which requires a lot of writing. So that is what most of my summer looks like.
Yeah. Same thing as Titus, but I'm a cast member in the movie. Mm-hmm. So another thing that I want to do is I'm going to start helping at a summer day camp, which is at my old school. So I'll get to hang out with kids, go on hikes with them, go to the pool, go take trips to the lake. Just very fun things, which I'm very excited about since I want to work with kids in the future. So that, and of course I'll be learning things and always learn. Like Mama is still at a school, but she's learning things that she didn't know before, especially when she teaches kids from China. You learn a lot from there. And yes, so always learn, always keep your mind active. And when I was younger, I used to think if you do that during the summer, then it was a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Don't be dramatic like I was and still am. So, summer's here, so we're gonna go have some fun. another thing about this summer is that I'm going to have a lot of cool interviews with a lot of different people. So if you don't want to miss out on any of the cool adventures that we're going to be having as a family too, click that subscribe button down below, and just have a great week and always try your hardest even when it's the summer. We'll see you guys next week. Bye!